So, Lauren, first of all, congratulations on your new deal. How easy of a decision was it to commit your future to the club?
Yeah, very easy. I've absolutely loved my sort of first 6 months here, and the fact that the club back me and believe in the vision and where we want to take Rhinos was a massive thing for me, and to stay for another few years is massive. So yeah, a really easy decision, and I'm really excited to be here for the foreseeable.
And having been here for a season, what is your assessment of the club's capabilities and potential going forward?
I think it's a club that's got huge potential. The backroom staff, the facilities, the community engagement in the pathway, all the elements are there. It just needs sort of knitting together and really driving forwards. But I think for me, it's just really getting everyone on the same page and pushing forwards. And I've no doubt Rhinos in the long term can be one of the top franchises.
And speaking of like bringing it all together, you have experience working at the Manchester Funder pathway and how that system works. Is there anything we can learn from that, and are there any plans to change what we do here at the Rhinos?
Yeah, I think the good thing about Rhinos is there's so many different people from loads of different experiences and backgrounds. So putting us all together in one room with regular catch-ups like we do is really good, because I've brought some ideas across from, the pathway side, but, Francine's got some really good knowledge of the current pathway, and then we've got the foundation, which have got some strong community links. So for us, in that sense, producing homegrown talent, I think we've got all the right people in the right places. We've made a few changes to sort of the structure of the pathway this year, and I know North East is going to be aligning a little bit more with the Yorkshire side. So I think we've got all of that in place. And for me, the Super League, we're really focused on making a couple of little tweaks there. We've got new players coming in, we've got new staff-ins, and we really do want to drive forwards and take the franchise to that next level on all those different sort of specialties. Yeah, I think just with the little structural changes, we're going to take girls from under 11 through each age group all the way up to next gen, and aligning everything as best we can, linking the counties in with our under 15 programme, building an under 14 group that every single age group will have something on access in Yorkshire and the North East, and ultimately then starting at under 11, tracking them, and hopefully we can really see a lot of progression from the bottom end all the way up to next gen. And then ultimately we want to produce next gen athletes that start breaking into Super League. So I think just those little changes, and everyone's really excited and on board with those changes. So it's definitely a link between us and the wider community, but also really exciting for those young athletes in Yorkshire to see a real pathway and structure all the way up to the top.
And speaking of changes, there's going to be some changes to the coaching squad. Can you just tell us about who will be next to you on the bench next year?
Yeah, so this season Maggie and Jerry are stepping down. Maggie's going off to do some netball in Tanzania and build some netball up there, and Jerry's going off travelling. So it'll be very different for me, because they've been really influential and helpful in my first few months here. So we're all going to miss them, but gave me an opportunity to redo the coaching structure. So Francine, who's our pathway lead, she's going to step up and do some coaching in an assistant coach role with me at Super League, and Jem Fields, who I've worked with before at club level and at Manchester Thunder, she's also going to be joining us in the coaching team.
It's coming up to signing announcements. What can you tell us about the squad you've put together this year, and are you looking forward to having a full pre-season with them?
Yeah, so the squad next year is going to look a little bit different. So we've got some athletes that we've retained, and we've brought some new faces in, just to mix it up and really push forward and help us achieve that top four. The athletes that are exiting, we just want to take the opportunity to massively thank them for everything and wish them all the best in their next steps. And Jiva retiring as well, we've obviously got some gaps that we needed to fill. So it's a really exciting time, and the girls that are coming in, we're looking forward to working with, and I think that the group that we've brought in is a group that we can really challenge that top four with. So having a full pre-season's a massive thing for me, and just getting on the ground and hitting it running with the full squad, hopefully pre-Christmas, will be absolutely brilliant, and getting all that the fitness, the ball work, all the basics, getting all that nailed. So yeah, really, really looking forward to getting started.
What can fans expect from the NIC Rhinos in 2026?
I think you'll see a competitive edge to us. We're going to be gritty. We're not going to give in. There's going to be a lot of talent on display. Hopefully, we can be consistently nailing those super shots. And defensively, it's really exciting. And I think there's going to be a lot of excitement and flair in the group, but still maintaining that gritty competitive edge.